Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordampt and we're back to continue our playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. So we have just arrived at Port Maje Harbor after exploring a little bit of the island, and we met the mayor here as well as a Juana important lady. Don't know what she is as of yet, but we're gonna find out. Just gonna explore the area first.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
Wainglith and a weird lady shaking a lantern. A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. So I'm guessing they worship Eothas. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hot wax from his skin.
Se futito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
Okay. Okay. A villain expletive or curse. Let's watch from within the crowd. The priestess trembles her arms, face pinched with disappointment. In the warm sea breeze from the port, loose strands of her sun-streaked hair whip about her head like a living halo.
This flame is not for purification. It is for illuminating the darkness. Sanctification comes only as a result of your journey. But the light will guide your way.
She tilts her face toward the sky. Eyes shut, she drags a shaky hand to dribble wax across her own brow.
Eothas has returned at last, but it's not too late to redeem ourselves.
As surely as my fingers are webbed, I tell you, gone, never left.
Fingers are webbed? They have webbed fingers? A Kwaru craftswoman. Despite her contrary words, the Juana woman shrugs, accepting the golden wax. So who is Gone? Gone is an aspect of Eothas associated with death and harvests. His implements are symbolically important. The sickle reaps what is sowed in life, and the lantern guides the deceased down their intended paths of death and rebirth. It is generally believed that Gone, instead of Berath's avatars, visits those who embrace death with acceptance and understanding. His most fervent devotees are known as harvesters of Gone. Gone is an answerer of wrongs and imbalances. This has contributed no small part to Dyrwood's enthusiasm for vigilante justice. Popular regard for Gone is polarizing. He is appreciated, feared, and characterized by a grim sense of finality.
Sakes alive, Wanglith. Ain't we got more pressing matters to attend to than a baptism?
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, duskier woman watches the ritual with an ordinary sort of expression, her delicate chin jutted up.
We just missed one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstar, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins.
Here, I'll light 'em all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lip, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. Oh god. That's one way to do it?
Hell yeah, it is. I call that the...
Hell is a colloquial term used for the beyond in Edér, the Dyrwood and Red Ceres. Okay. Grinning, she turns to get a good look at you and promptly chokes.
Are you by any chance looking to help the people I saw die in my dreams?
The hell? She ducks her head, cheeks flushing prettily.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
You dreamed people died?
Sure did. I get those kind of dreams sometimes. The ones that turn out true. Nightmares, more like. Terrors that come true.
She rubs a palm over the back of her neck. So, completely off topic, but the other day while I was at work, somebody mentioned the nightmare. And it got me thinking, I don't know why, after all these years I thought about this. But the way this word exists, night, mares, I'm thinking like female horses of the night. That's probably not the correct interpretation. I think mares also mean something evil, but I gotta look into the origin of this word.
Had him since I was a little girl on the farm. Guess Gone was speaking to me even then.
Okay, so she's a follower of Gone.
Some of our brethren suffer from these visions more than others, while some of us, favorably, have none at all.
It ain't a curse. It's a blessing. A mark of the divine.
Xoti shrugs. What happened here?
It's madness, right? Who'd have thought a giant green statue might storm through the port?
It's very weird to see a Rottweiler in Eothas, by the way. At the memory, her pupils gobble up the warm brown of her eyes, and the remaining darkness gleams wickedly.
I did. I dreamed it for months, again and again, and night and day, until I pushed the others to come here. We told the governor, but he wouldn't evacuate on account of me, not knowing exactly when our god might arrive.
I see.
No one believed it. But how could we know?
The woman wrings her hands before wiping trembling, wax-smeared fingers down the sides of her robe. Well, I am looking for an other statue. Yehai, inhabited by Eothas.
I knew it!
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand.
Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Okay, let's ask her who's gone.
Gon's a smidge of darkness in the light. He was the part of Eothas who divined the dignity of dying and the return journey to life.
I see. And who are you?
Oh, hell. Now where are my manners? I'm Xoti, child of the Dawnstars and priestess to Gon, at your service.
She thrusts a hand out for a friendly shake. Okay, so this is what I was talking about in the previous episode, the companion reputation. And we can press a button in the lower center of the screen, blah blah blah. Select reputation tab and then select any companion portrait to see the relationships with other party members. Yeah, because there's also reputation between companions, not only between you and the companion. So in this case, she is pro-Eothasians, and there's a faint trace of a smile forming on Edér's lips, because he also likes Eothasians. You're the priestess of Gon, not Eothas. A dark smile curves up her lips, and her eyes glint with a fierceness.
Darn right I am. Why? You know an awful lot about Gon?
Well, apparently Gon's an aspect of Eothas.
I think you mean he's all what's left. You did hear, Eothas died, yeah? When summer and spring have passed us on, well, that just leaves us autumn and winter and gone.
Well, that's a rather interesting view of it.
Figure I'm a bit unorthodox, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
It doesn't.
More than unorthodox, it's profane.
Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Xoti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wenglif, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
Okay, I guess we can ask this. Say I let you join me, how would that benefit me and mine?
Reckon I'm good with wounds, both inflicting and healing them up.
She jiggles her lantern, beaming you a dark-edged grin.
Me and my brethren may not see eye to eye, but they'll all admit I'm sturdier than a weed and just as stubborn. I won't die on you, before it's my time.
Well, that's a lie. You've died on me before. But, okay. Jesus. How adept are you as a healer? How severe a wound can you patch?
I got an eye for stages. Life and death and in between. Like progressing forward. Or sometimes backwards. It's all just change happening in different states.
She shrugs, but the interest smolders in her eyes.
Plus, gruesome doesn't bother me.
Guess her skills had something, I suppose.
Edér has busied himself with scraping something off the side of his weapon and does not look up.
Sounds like a vote of confidence to me.
Xoti beams happily.
Well, what's it to be?
Well, it's a fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
I love these expressions, as rare as hen's teeth. She beams brightly.
You won't regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Edér.
Hey.
Edér half nods without looking in Xoti's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close behind you.
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
The older priestess sighs, shaking her head.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Xoti waves her brethren a curt parting. Okay, so this is gonna be our second companion. So Xoti can either be a pure priest, a pure monk, or she can be a multi-class of both, a contemplative. Now, what I've seen here, or from what I've seen before, I usually like taking caster classes as pure classes. Although, during my experiences in this initial area, I'm thinking that she might actually be more useful as a priest plus a monk. And, you know, you can actually look at what can be done, just like what we did with my rogue and Edér. And she has all of these spells to choose from, and this is a major, major difference from PoE1. Because in PoE1, when you level up a priest, if I say cleric, just it's a priest. When you level up a cleric or a priest, you get all spells of that particular spell level. But in PoE2, that's not the same thing. In PoE2, you actually have to pick the spells you want to learn as an ability. So you are very much limited in terms of which spells you can take. Which to me, it's very, very weird, like I said, because I'm used to having access to all divine spells, and not being able to do it here is a little bit strange. And what I can think about mixing up a priest with a monk is that the monk can have some passive utility. Like, if you have the Dance of Death, you gradually gain wounds, and those wounds will also give you more accuracy, more might, or more intellect. There are some other passive defenses which can be cool from the monk side of the tree. And naturally, she can also be a little bit more sturdy in the front line if you decide to fight with her. However, like I said, I'm very much used to keeping my casters pure, so I think I'm gonna keep with it, at least on my first playthrough, and then if I end up seeing that a pure priest is not that useful, I might consider doing another run and taking it as a multi-class. Because what we saw in PoE1 with Durance is that the later level spells weren't actually that interesting. The last spell level really interesting in PoE1 I think was 7. Because you got Minor Avatar, and that's it. The things that came after I don't think I ever even used. So, oh, and right, that's something interesting to say. If you are playing with a multi-class, you gain access to abilities of your classes a little bit later than a pure class, and you can only reach level 7 abilities. So if you multi-class, you will never get access to these trees. Okay, so these 2 levels here are gone for you. Same thing for the monk. You will never get these 2 levels here. So, since I want to explore the spells and see how a pure cleric works, I'm gonna take her as a pure cleric. Priest, sorry. Okay, so third companion, and Edér has something to say.
The children of the Dawnstars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here.
I think we read this, yeah, we read this yesterday.
There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around, see if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Okay, so a lady.
Just a friend, huh?
Xoti rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. I think she likes it there. How did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Edér looks askance at you. Askance? Not sure. Your cheeks are red. You can trust me, I can stare at him. Your cheeks are red.
All right, all right. We used to, you know. She was real loud, too.
Oh, God.
Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Dude, this went from 8 to 80 like very, very quickly. Xoti's face mottles bright red and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. That's my favorite kind. Oh, God. Sounds like a special woman. You could have stopped a few sentences ago. That's also true.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Okay, I wonder who she is. Okay, so let's... actually, we have a new quest, yeah, the Lighted Path. Find someone who might know Edér's friend.
Yeah.
And let's look at Xoti. So she starts with a simple hood. She has the vestments of Gone, which I think are maybe a bit too much for a pure caster. Because my idea with her... Well, maybe not right now, because at the start I might have her as an off-tank, using a shield. And this would make sense for that. But if I want her only in the backline as a pure caster, this recovery time is a little bit too much. So I don't think this does anything special. Yeah, it doesn't. She also comes with an antidote, a potion of spirit shield, plus 3 armor rating concentration for 49.5 seconds, and some potions of minor healing. She has a crossbow, which deals only pierce damage. And then she has Xoti's sickle, which is a unique weapon. It's a hatchet. Oh, it's a hatchet. Okay. It deals either slashing or piercing, penetration 7. Why is this red? Oh, I guess her dexterity is negative. Plus 35% armor. Oh, right, because the recovery time from the armor piece, yeah. So this one gives her plus 3 deflection against melee weapons, cool. And she also has Soul Reaper, so plus 5% sickle damage until combat end on scoring a kill. Stacks 4 times, increases with religion skill, interesting. So I'm not really gonna be killing that much with her, I don't think. So this is probably not gonna be very relevant. If she were a monk priest, then maybe this would be more relevant. This sickle was originally forged as a cheap farming implement, but in Xoti's hands it is a potent weapon. The aspect of Eothas known as Gone is often depicted carrying a sickle with which he reaps what is sown in life, carrying out a cycle of death and rebirth. In service of Gone, Xoti carries a similar tool, emulating the holy act of reaping. This sickle, while outwardly or ordinary, has inherited power from Xoti's strong faith. And also something that's very unique in Pillars of Eternity 2, especially compared to Pillars 1, is the enchanting of unique weapons. So here we can see unique with a gold border, weapons, armor and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a number of specific ingredients. When you have the ingredients to perform an enchantment on an item, it will display a plus in the upper left corner of the item's icon. And in this case... What is, by the way? Ah, okay. In this case, we can see the properties of this weapon, so Deflector and Soul Reaper. We can see the quality, and this works the same way as it did in PoE1. You have Fine, Exceptional, Superb, and Legendary. I think it's just normal right now, yeah. And then you also have a unique property, or a unique enchantment. Because you have the Soul Reaper, which is this one, but then you can branch out into another unique enchantment. You can either go for Finality, in this case, which will give us 3 raw damage per 3 seconds for 18 seconds on scoring a hit, against targets on low health. And you also have Urgent Harvest, which grants being near a killed enemy grants the wielder attack speed. Ooh, this is much better. Plus 15% action speed for 10 seconds when near a slain enemy. Increases with religion skill. Will complete all of their actions more quickly. Okay. So this would be excellent. Even for casting purposes, this would be excellent. While this one, not so much. We also have Xoti's Lantern. Let's look at this. It's also another unique item that she brings, and it's a small shield. It gives us 4 deflection. It will give us a +1 to enemies engaged. Lantern's light, it will just light up the surroundings. It has Holy Radiance, +2 to all restoration power levels, and +2 to all inspiration power levels. My understanding here is that when you cast a spell, it has a power level associated to it. And I think by default, the power level is the caster level or the character level. And then you can also power it up like we saw in the previous episode. And this was just going to give us a passive bonus to restoration and inspiration power levels. And Soul Keeper +1 of each monk resource per kill. Again, this would be cool for a monk. That's not the case for us. This lantern contains a mantle of Adra at its core. In her service to Gon, Xoti has worked tirelessly to collect souls within the mantle so they can be safeguarded until Eothas returns to Hell once more to oversee the process of death and rebirth. The lantern is well constructed and quite durable. Xoti wields it in the manner of a small shield and it offers reasonable protection. In terms of enchantments, right now we only have the quality enchantment. I'm hoping there are more unique enchantments, maybe when we progress through our quest. I don't know. Oh right, and we also have Edér's armor, the Saint armor. It gives us second chance, and then we can also branch out into Rock Solid, minus crush damage taken, or slash, and then we can get Veteran's Maneuver. Immune to attacks versus reflex. Oh, interesting. Until they are hit twice by other attacks. Or, like a steel trap, resistance to perception afflictions. So what is resistance? This is important. Characters that are resistant to a type of affliction will downgrade any afflictions of that type applied to them by 1 tier. For example, a character with resistance to might afflictions would downgrade stunned to dazed. A dazed affliction would be downgraded to staggered, and a staggered affliction would fail to apply. So that's how resistance works in this game. And it's something important to keep in mind. Okay, so those are our unique items. And oh, I also have this, I forgot. So she's gonna be more of a frontline than my rogue, so you can take... actually... This is something else that I wanted to include in the videos, which is stacking bonuses works differently in PoE2 than it did in PoE1. So in PoE1, if you had an item such as this, which would grant you +5 fortitude, +5 reflex, +5 will, for example, if you had one equipped and you equipped another one, you would only get the bonus of the higher one. So in this case, if I were to use 2 of these rings of protection, I would only get a +5 for each of those saves. If you look over here, we can see +5 of minor protection. In PoE2, as we can see here, 49, 39, 31, 54, 44, 36. They stack. And we can see right there, they are stacking. This is very important, because when I was first trying out PoE2, I didn't think they stacked, so I never stacked 2 of these effects until I learned about it later. By mistake, by the way. Okay, in any case, right now I'm just gonna give this to her. And we want to check out her stats as well. Whoop, not here. Summary. So she has 12 to might, not that much. 12 constitution, not that much. 15 dexterity, not bad. Perception, intellect, and resolve. So She's a very well-balanced character, and I actually think she has good values in the things that she needs, like she has good dexterity. She could have a little bit more intellect, you know. Resolve wouldn't be that much needed. I would probably put it into might, or more dexterity, or more perception. But it works. It works just fine. Like I've mentioned previous times, the attributes in Pillars of Eternity, you don't need to min-max them that much as you would in, for example, another game like Pathfinder or Baldur's Gate. It's not that relevant, okay? It works differently. She also has active skills in Alchemy, Arcana, and Athletics. Religion, we have to bump this up. And she is Oh, this is my pet. She's proficient with the crossbow, which will interrupt targets, cool. Interfering strikes, so less damage, but will make my enemies have less accuracy. This is a very worthy trade-off. Small shield with a binding block. More recovery time with weapons, plus 15 accuracy with weapons after being missed by a melee weapon attack. That's kinda weird. And she also has the unarmed haymaker. Okay. Nothing particularly exceptional. Like I said, her attributes are okay. So she is fine to use. Okay. I do want to turn on the interfering strikes model, because giving my enemies a debuff to accuracy for essentially free is worth doing. So what else do we have here? We have rum.
Red Serents, Edérans, the dear wooden. What next?
A giant right out of the living lands?
Don't joke. Who knows what that thing was?
It was Eothas. You can get a fish. Awesome. So I'm just looking around the place, see what I can pick up.
Coral. No contest. What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim?
You are a strange man.
Yeah, apparently the Homawa have webbed fingers. I didn't know. Okay, so these are stealing. We can see by the icon on the cursor. Don't want to steal those. Otherwise my reputation goes down. Most of the postings offer various goods for trade, though you spy at least one crude drawing of what may be the governor. Okay. Hagfish and repair supplies. Altivia.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, sir. We are still recovering from the storm.
She's very pretty. Gordon Bean is not here.
We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Let me see what you have.
Have a look.
Okay, see, she mostly sells, I'm guessing, boat supplies. And then she also has, wait, before that, a strange tablet. This stone tablet is wrapped in rich leather and engraved with a flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. I wonder if this serves a purpose in some kind of quest. I don't know. Death's Maw. A unique helmet. Grants death runes. Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. Oh, that's pretty good. 1000 gold. Oh, a grimoire. It did not look like a grimoire, sorry. So a grimoire with some spells. Ooh, some new stuff here. Very interesting. And a ring of minor deflection. So deflection is something that I think I'm going to want to stack up on Edér as quickly as possible, especially in the early game. So I might just purchase this. And I want to sell stuff that doesn't matter. I'm wondering if there's a button to just sell stuff that doesn't matter. Ship items? I don't think so. I guess I can sell like 6 shields and 3 swords and maybe 2 pistols. Okay. In terms of armor, the male armor can go. These can stay. This can stay. Principe leather armor, yes. I'll keep that. Okay, so trade this. I might come back for that ring at some point. So just picking up whatever's on the map right now. And then we're gonna go for something different that also didn't exist in PoE1. And this is something that I think was actually well accomplished here. I mean, what I mean is it's easy to use, and I'm talking about sleight of hand, pickpocketing.
How are we supposed to fight a giant?
We don't.
Okay. Oh, a secret. Hidden object can be discovered. The character's ability is tied to their perception. Okay. So my rogue is very perceptive, and oh, nice. We can pick up right away a ring of unshackling, which grants us suppress affliction. Hostile effects suspended for 10 seconds. Ooh, 10 seconds is not... Oh, 1 per rest. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you can take that.
There is water on all sides.
Okay, so let me see if I can exemplify here how sleight of hand works. So the clock thingy is the same thing as it was in PoE1. And then if you want to pickpocket, you just have to go near somebody and just do this. Very simple. And as long as they are not detecting you, you can just steal whatever. As long as your skill is sufficient, you can take whatever you want. And if the game allows you to pickpocket, then it means you are not detected, which is also very important. That was something I was fearing. Like, am I in a good position? Will I get caught? The game is just very clear on that, thankfully. Oh. I'm guessing we're stealing from a merchant. Possibly. Now, you know there's gonna be a lot of stealing in this in this playthrough, because one of the things I love doing in these games is stealing.
It's not right.
They are giving me a way to pickpocket. I'm gonna use it.
Why does
come on.
Islander get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they all come whining about it.
Okay.
not
This.
right.
Oh no, I'm safe here. Cool. Wait, am I safe here? No. Let me just see. I'm gonna quick save in case I'm wrong. But yeah, you cannot pickpocket while being observed. And you don't lose reputation for trying that. So very, very nice in that sense, the game. Okay. Let's try it again. Money. I think most people, most common... Oh, and by the way, if you cross somebody's model, if you get up close to them, you immediately get seen. So be careful about that. And I was saying something I forgot. Right. I was saying that I think most common people don't really hold anything of interest.
Don't see why not.
But merchants and, you know, named NPCs can actually have some cool things, I think.
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries
Here
old.
you find civilization, amigo. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive.
I'm guessing this is friend? Friend.
That is... unless you prepare yourself, ne?
No? Okay, show me what you have for sale.
A wise and prudent decision.
Prudent. Okay, so we have a bunch of regular stuff. So how do hunting bows work here? They have 6 penetration, they deal 14 to 24. That's not bad, actually. Let's compare this with a warbow. This has more penetration. Wait, did I read this right? 13 to 19. 14 to 24. The hunting bow deals more damage. Weren't the hunting bows the really quick ones in PoE1 that dealt little damage? I guess that translates into having less penetration here, but interesting. Slashing, very cool. It's accurate as well. Bonus crit chance on crossbows. An arbalest just deals damage, I guess. Pistols, stilettos. Oh, we have unique stuff. An essence interrupter. This is a hunting bow, two-handed. Deals piercing or lightning. Oh, with a very good amount of... Oh, it's exceptional. That's why it has 8 penetration. That's a lot of stuff. Plus 5 accuracy. Unfit for melee. Okay. It's exceptional. Experimental souls. Critical hits with this weapon transfer experimental soul energy into the target, morphing them into a sentient creature when a target dies. What? And deals the best out of pierce or shock. Critics of soul manipulation disparage animancy as a reckless perversion of the natural order. While these arguments are often steeped in political animus, every once in a while they hit the mark. Such is the case with the Essence Interrupter, the product of an ambitious but unorthodox outcast of the Brackenberry Sanitarium. The inventor hypothesized a surefire method of to awaken Kith souls by applying an instant jolt of spiritual stimulus to the cranium. Oh god. Once he modified the hunting bow to unleash projectiles of charged Adra and copper, he set up a market stall in Spirento where he promised compensation to anyone who participated in his study. After calmly shooting arrows between the eyes of two test subjects, the Animancer was taken into custody. Authorities never recovered his bow, which to this day reflects something of its inventor's unethical eccentricity. Very interesting. And Shattered Vengeance is a club. Exceptional club. Shards of Vodica. 33% chance to apply a stacking curse on the target, increasing their damage received. Let's read about stacking, by the way, because this is different from PoE1. Stacking rules control how bonuses and penalties are added together. For simplicity, the game distinguishes 2 source categories of bonuses, passive and active. Most passive bonuses come from equipped items, including weapons and shields, and passive abilities. If an effect has no duration and does not need to be turned on or off, it generally is considered a passive bonus. All passive bonuses stack with each other. Active bonuses come from spells, items, and abilities that must be activated. This includes model abilities that are toggled on the action bars, such as weapon models, paladin auras, and the fighter stances. Active bonuses use the highest bonus to a statistic and suppress all equal or lower bonuses. For example, if a wizard spell grants +3 to deflection and a paladin's aura grants +5, the highest active bonus is +5, with the +3 being suppressed. If the same wizard spell also granted the bonus to dexterity, it would apply unless it was also trumped by a superior dexterity bonus from another active or model source. Okay, so passives all stack, actives do not stack. Okay, and the Physicker's Belt, +10% healing done and +1 to alchemy. So I think healing is a lot more interesting in PoE2 than it was on PoE1, because since there's no endurance to your characters, when you are healing, you're always healing health. So it's much more powerful than in PoE1.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Master.
Okay, so before we talk to this guy, let me just see if I can steal. Okay, just 4 gold, doesn't really matter.
Per complanca. Don't tell me you're here to complain too.
A valiant term meaning literally for mercy or for little mercy, which is taken as come on now. Okay. The guardsman covers his face with his hand, groaning.
The virus. Are they recruiting right off of the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
Expression for really? Seriously? It's gonna take me a while to get used to these expressions, by the way. What's going on?
A fight, Mestra. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worse for it.
He jerks a thumb toward the nearby door.
Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa.
Ah yeah, Ikawa was the name of the Aumaua lady over there. Nacionale, a valiant term for a nosy person.
Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Darmo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Okay. Let's go to Rinko's home. And in my experience, if you are playing on Path of the Damned, you want to try and avoid combat as much as possible for the start of the game. So every single place that I can take experience without fighting, I will do so. And I'm guessing that after a while, once you get a few levels, maybe some items, then I'm guessing you can just start blasting through. But from what I experienced from this initial area, this initial island, which was the only part of the game that I played, if you take fights, you're gonna die. Okay, so let's back up with you all.
Yes, I'll take care of it.
I'm gonna steal everything.
I'll see it done.
Some books, some money. Can I reach this from over here? I cannot. Well, apparently stealth is a lot more powerful than in PoE1 as well. Look at the amount of time it takes him to notice me. And it's on fast forward as well. Candied nuts and kappa leaf. Okay, so who are you? Oh, wait.
Blade in the dark.
There's one more item here.
Leave it to me.
Money.
Mama brings me stuff from her work sometimes. Real old stuff.
Okay.
Who's there? I'll see it done.
Taking everything here. Oh, by the way, let me steal from this guy. Oh, you cannot pickpocket this item, requires 4 sleight of hand. Okay, at least you know what it is. In this case, it's a stiletto. And there are also items that help you in these tasks. I don't think I have one right now, though. Yeah, I don't. And we had also got this before. Glancing strikes, 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes from melee weapons. This is perfect for Edér.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
I'm guessing Tori is his son. The figure in the bed is a young valiant man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring up at you with one good eye.
You look like you already got a foot in the grave.
She thumbs the cage of her lantern thoughtfully.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
This is like damn it, right? Yeah, pretty much. He yanks the bedsheet trying to cover himself. What happened to you? Oh, wait, actually. History. In Ozia, there'd be a crowd in here to taunt you. Rinko barks a short laugh, then immediately winces. Xoti nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile. So she liked that. Because she's worldly. Okay.
Maybe you are right. So you are visiting. What do you want?
What happened to you?
These Juana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere.
Really? Out of nowhere?
I had not spoken a word to her. The mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh had been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
Okay, we have an option here from Streetwise. Yeah, you should always ditch the jewelry before a fight.
I was deep into my cups. It was not a fair contest to begin with. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised purpled face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Maybe I can reason with this woman. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she's back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north, then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
Okay. With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Okay, so we have a new task here, burning bridges to find Mokeha, which is apparently an Omawa woman. Now, this guy says that she took the money without any kind of provocation. Not sure I believe that. Okay. Let's go into Governor Clario's estate, because he did have something to say to us regarding the main quest, which is to fix up our boat. And also, and more importantly, maybe there's something I can steal here. This would be the kitchen. Oh, you bitch. Come on. Oh, good. Give me the food. Yeah. Can I pickpocket? It's an Orlan, isn't it? It looks like it. Give me your money. Yeah.
I'll see it done.
Oh. Okay. Just robbing the servants. Okay.
I got it.
Wait, sorry, misclicked on Edér there. Oh, so clearly the guards have a quicker detection rate than other people.
Leave it to me.
This painting of a wooden glade is signed Luisa Clario. The governor's wife, maybe?
Absolutely not.
A worn dog-eared primer on the Wana language. So this needs a lockpick.
I'll do it.
Yes.
Done.
Good. Okay, cool. Every little thing I can get some money from or gain experience, I'm gonna do it.
What is, of course.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
Can I... God damn it. Go away, you. There's Luisa and Governor Clario. Oh. Okay. I don't think I can get this chest, though. Because she's very close by. And this guy is patrolling. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to do it. Let me just try it. So if I stay here... Yeah, no. Immediately caught. A long and excruciatingly detailed list of running accounts from local vendors to visiting supply merchants. Let me just check what I picked up here. Some ingredients. Hat, which looks better. Awesome. The Light of Dawn, a Red Sun morality play, not interested. A recent history of Queen's birth, the arrival of the Valians. Cup of tea, rice wine. This one looks more interesting. Aim Spirente. Someone has scrawled the lyrics to a traditional sailor shanty on this ragged scrap of paper. It's kinda long, let me just see the first part. It is a fine tree master thin like a bird, heave-ho, aim spirente. Of Captain Parfito's never said a hard word as we sail our troubles away. Hold fast the helm, hold fast the wind, heave-ho, aim spirente. Ondra's grace, or we'll all be skinned as we sail down Deadfire way. Okay, so, whatever. Animancy in the modern age, moderate healing. The enigmatic god of cold is talking about Rimmergand. Awesome. And not much else of interest here, except maybe this stylish hat. Okay.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Maje.
The voice actor is quite good. He spreads his hands in a subdued flourish.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of him.
She bobs her head in your direction.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Clario's tone is polite, but there is a strained edge to his wide smile as he turns from Xoti to address you.
I'll ask my guards to find some feed for your animal.
Hey, I like that. Yes, please. Clario eyes her companion with some concern, then makes a point of ignoring it.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty.
True.
Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. What is this? Drifter. Ah, this is my background. I don't know if we get some kind of experience by doing this, but I think it's interesting to use these background checks here. That's alright, never fit in much where I came from.
Interesting. Is that why you came? This may be a Valiant Trading Company outpost, but I welcome settlers willing to work.
Okay, so this is an outpost belonging to the Valiant Trading Company. Okay. I have to find someone. I don't think this is the kind of guy where I would say something like this.
A fearsome task out here. You have a great deal of water and land to cover. But I see your point. The sooner you are away, the less likely your quarry will slip the net, no?
Yes.
Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor.
Okay.
All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What could I do for you? I just got here.
Indeed. Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here.
So they're exploring this site of considerable value. This is a site of death, by the way.
You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
We have a history check here. I know that luminous Adra is native to the Deadfire. What do they talk about Adra here? A shell-like organic material sought after by artisans because it is easy to shape, and by animancers because of its unique ability to draw in old and channel souls.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
How valuable?
Valuable enough to make sailing across the world seem like a sound investment. We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
So the giant was headed to the dig site, okay.
We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
And if I find this Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
So he doesn't care about the workers at all. He just wants the information. Do you have any idea what might have happened?
I told you what happened, but you wouldn't listen to me. We could have prepared for this level of destruction. But what do I know? I'm just a priestess with prophetic dreams.
And Clario's jaw tenses, but he otherwise ignores Xoti's trade.
The Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site.
Okay, I can do that.
Gilad, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
Brave or defiant, okay.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I'll see how it is.
With a discontented sound, she crosses her arms over her chest.
Yes. Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawnstars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Clario darts a quick, sour look in Xoti's direction.
One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Okay. So this dialogue with Mr. Clario is ended, and we got a new quest, which is awesome. And I also think this would be a nice place for us to end this episode. Let's just look at what we have here. We have the Stranded quest, which should be our main quest here. And right now, our next goal is to reach the Nguithan dig site. Then we also have Burning Bridges, which is to find Mokiha, but this I'm guessing is just very optional. And the quests are the Lantern of Gone, which is the recommended companion for Xoti, and the Lighted Path, which is for Edér. Yeah, so we're gonna see about these in the next episode. For now, this will be it, my friends. As always, thank you so much for being here with me in the channel, watching some Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. There's videos coming out every single day, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone. Mr. Piggy.